All right. Well, it's Friday. Matt Edwards here. Idaho Signal is on the air. Boy, man, yesterday was a whirlwind for me. I was in Boise yesterday, and now I'm back home in the north today. It was quite a trip down there. My early morning flight was canceled, which was wild. And so I didn't make it down into the capital until the afternoon. But I had to get down there because, as you all recall, on the day before, what was that? I guess Wednesday, the House passed the H-32, which prohibits mask mandates by the government. And when we say mandates, we're saying that, like, the government says that you must wear a mask, or else, right? Or else you can't come in. You'll be trespassed. You will be fined. You'll be arrested. That's the whole point of a mask mandate. So for those of you out there that keep saying, like, just don't comply, yeah, sure, don't comply, but we still need this law. Like, people are saying we don't even need this, just don't comply. It's like, no, we do need it, because we're trying to tell government that you cannot arrest people, right? So, I mean, if you want to be arrested, then sure, I guess. But most people don't want to be arrested. They don't want to be fined. They don't want to be trespassed out of a courtroom. So we need this. And a lot of people have been tired of it. You're tired. You're probably tired of me covering this. But it passed the House again yesterday, and so I went down to Boise with a stack of petitions, like I had mentioned. And this morning, because I sent it to, we walked it over to Senate leadership, and this morning, the pro tem Senator Kelly Anthon, let's put up his tweet here. He says, "Sorry I wasn't there when you stopped by. I would have loved to have you come in for a visit. It was an impressive stack of paper. Looks like we have momentum." So here's the stack. Here's me in front of the pro tem's in his office there when I stopped by to deliver this. He wasn't in the office at the time, and so we did leave the stack there for him. But I was also able to meet with other Senate leaders. Here I am with Senator Ben Taves, showing him the stack of petitions there. And then, of course, this is the petition. This is the full shot here. This is what we had about 1,300 people sign, over 1,300 people. Maybe I think maybe we've gotten up to 14 for this particular petition. Because back in 2022, if you recall, I was at the Capitol in 22 with a similar stack, a little bit larger, about 1,800. And delivering it to the then pro tem Chuck Winder, former Senator Chuck Winder. And so 3 years later, we're back. We're not, can you believe it? 3 years trying to get masks, And as I was walking around the Capitol with that stack, I had another senator say, "What's that? What do you got there? What is that?" I said, "These are the petitions for the mask mandate bill that passed yesterday." And he goes, "Are we still doing that?" He's like, I thought we passed that." And he's like, we just get it done. So the good news is with Senator Anthon's tweet there, he seems to be in support of it. I hear that it will get a hearing in the Senate, and that with the makeup of it should be in the State Affairs Committee. So with that makeup, hopefully it will get out of the State Affairs Committee and make its way to the floor. So that's it, man. Elections have consequences, right? Elections have consequences. When the people are speaking, when we are demanding these kinds of changes, and it's a slower process. It doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it's been 3 years, and we've had to have 2 elections to get a stronger, more conservative, more people-focused representatives and senators in the legislature. Then you can have this kind of success. So it's not a success yet. It needs to get to the governor's desk, and he needs to sign it. And we're going to be with this every step of the way. And again, I mean, for me, this is a personal pet issue. I admit, but I know there's a lot of people out there. We showed Yvonne St. Cyr, who's on the hook for a sentence. I mean, she might go to jail unless she gets a pardon, or she did go to jail, or I'm still wondering. She's still battling it in the courts, but she needs a full pardon for not wearing a mask. In fact, she says she was wearing a mask. It was just below her face. This is ridiculous. There's no point. There's no point in this. Okay, I don't need to belabor the point. I know you all are on board with this, but that's what we were doing. So, but I'm glad to be back. I apologize if my voice is a little sore. We're just getting through it here.